boxes here and there. There's plenty of space for that. And there was one lady that I let her know that her check was there to be picked up, and she said, I want to confirm that it's there. And it's like, yeah, I already told you it was. I had to explain to her, when I say the shop, I work in the shop. And the beat goes on. Yes, how I spent my Thanksgiving. Well, I know I was trading a few text messages with a friend I hadn't seen in a while, and I had been telling him about every COVID vaccine I was getting, because he started off with asking when I was getting them. Well, when the state health department says I can, when there's enough supply, I guess. And then eventually it led to our Thanksgiving plans, and then he ended up with saying, love you. And all I was thinking was, I didn't respond to this, but say it a few more times, and you will have said it more than my estranged mom ever did, because she was cold and distant. I wish I was making that up. It was just mostly staying in for Thanksgiving. I didn't mind. I mean, what's not to like for a dude? I mean, there's football games on. I've got a DVD player, so I did my annual viewing of the Charlie Brown special and of the road movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But I still did more. I still wanted to get out and walk a little. So I did a long walk around the neighborhood. When I told my dad about that before, he said, does that mean that dogs end up barking at you? And it's like, yeah, not a big deal to me. Except this time I went past a house that had a dog out, didn't bark at me. And then it'd get to the end of the fence, and it was a big dog, like a golden Labrador, and it put its front paws up, and it's like, does this dog want to be petted? Is it lonely? I didn't know dogs could be lonely. But no, all I said was I and bye. I figured that was the safest thing to do, because I didn't want to get bit. You just never know what will happen with a dog. Well, sometimes I do meet-up events. This weekend I did a full moon walk at a park, and I've done those before. It's nice to be out among people. I mean, the stories that you can swap with people and such. I'm also going to remember there was a campfire at the end, and that's where we ate. And it was a reminder of the story I've told before, which I call the hot dog store at Wrigley Field, where I was at a baseball game one time in Chicago, and I wasn't sure if the hot dog vendor would see me, so I got out in front of him instead of wait for him to come to me. Yeah, I was motivated. I was hungry. I wanted a damn hot dog. As the saying goes, that closed mouth never gets fed. Well, in this case, I saw people grilling hot dogs before me, and it was like that story from the Bible, give a fish, teach a fish. And it's like, all right, well, what do I do to get a hot dog? And it's like, oh, you got to grill it yourself. Okay, I hadn't done that in a while. I was thinking, play the percentages, put it down on the metal roaster far enough, and it's like, all right, get out the flashlight after I saw some smoke, and it's like, all right, it's blackened enough, it's good enough to eat then, I'm not eating it raw. I guess it's a case of don't be afraid, especially if you want to eat. Sometimes I still have to push myself saying, don't be afraid anymore. Why are you still afraid of anything? You shouldn't be, but I guess it's just weird how my life can go, where motive. Sometimes you need motive. There's different music groups I like that go back when I was in college, and one of them is Smashing Pumpkins. It surprised me a little they did a Disney special, because I was thinking, yeah, I saw them do music for soap operas and chase music for movies, and it's like, I never picked them to do a Disney special or holiday music, but it's like, well, if you want stage time on national TV, yeah, I guess you gotta do that. I mean, it wasn't half bad, and I guess I'll watch them again at the next Disney special they're doing. Yeah, still love those pumpkins. Yeah, when I went to see one of their concerts, I even made a pumpkin in honor of it, the Two Pumpkins picture, because it was next to a pumpkin CD. Yes, celebrate the show. And I found out, well, yeah, I'm not always good with transitions. I found out that flights aren't just for planes or for drinks anymore. I went to Aldi and I found out they had them for frozen treats too, so I bought the flights. Yeah, candy cane, eggnog, and pumpkin pie. Yeah, it tasted pretty good. So, yeah, it's nice how you can get surprised at times when you go to the grocery store. Still some good stuff, even if Aldi doesn't have everything. Sometimes they have some good surprises there. You all gotta eat, and it's nice that Aldi is near me too. Well, I guess that'll do it for me. Thank you all, been great.